Hello guys and welcome to something a bit different than your average game. A grand strategy game known as Stellaris. Trademark. It's made by Paradox Development Studios, as you can see upper right hand. Now we're gonna just hop right into this. As you see, I have two pre-made things right here. You'll know that they're yours because they're not with the black. Pure black, I should say. That came out so racist. They're not with, the pure black backgrounds that they have a lighter color, so let me get you to the gist of it. So you can choose your thing from, I had a failed recording of this earlier because my dog started barking. So we're just gonna be a mushroom. We'll keep it simple. We'll be humans. Now we need a name. The no homo sapien. Human. Oh no. No homo sapiens. Human. Okay, name list, blah blah blah. We shall have mammalian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why are all these like this? Oh well. Ship prefix USA. America. Okay. You just get to pick the name of your species, the names that your species will have. Now it's time to go to traits. The traits define, well, think of it as Sims. You pick one thing, but you're limited. You can only have 4 traits. Now, they limit you this because, think it more of Project Zomboid if you ever played it. In order to have good traits, like Venerable, you have to have bad traits. And in order to have Venerable, you gotta have 3 bad traits. So it kind of sucks. But if you get something like extremely adaptive, you could just habitate everywhere, basically. Everywhere you can, anyway. So I'm just gonna pick some random ones. Slow learners, strong, charismatic, enduring. There we go. Or you could do what I did. Now it's time to choose our leader. Of course I am male, I believe. No, I'm a hermit crab. Oh well. We're keeping it simple. We can choose their phenotype, which means their race, so let's be American of all things. No offense, anybody else. Okay, now we can choose our clothes. I like the Star Wars looking one, so I'll go with that. And now let's get hair. Let's be that weird pedophile. Or most interesting man in the world. Okay, so now we need a homeworld name. You know what? Earth, continental, you can choose. You can name your home planet and your star name. And so you can pick a planet that your people inhabit. We're keeping it simple so it'll be in a continental world, but this heavily impacts your species' happiness and their chances of revolting. If you're born on a continental world and you put them on a tropical or Gaia world, which is basically tropical but more habitable. If you put them on this, they are less likely to revolt than if you put them on an Arctic world. Now that means that they would hate the cold, or if you put them on a desert world, that means they would have an extremely high chance of revolting because they're used to the comforts of a continental world which has all of them. Basically that's it. Star name, solar, we'll start in the solar system. So, Deneb. There we go. Now we get to choose how our city appears. Of course we're gonna pick the fungus, of course. We want to be living in mushroom cities. We can't pick a mammalian. No, we can-ish. Let's pick Ninja Turtles. Why not? Okay, now, that's just all looks and stuff. Excuse me. Now we get to pick their government and ethics. The government gets to decide which government they have. I'll run you through the one that we pick and the ones available. Not every single one of them. Gotta leave you something to explore. But since we are America, we're gonna be militarist. We're gonna be a militaristic, spiritual, individualist. And so the things available to us is a military republic, which means we can, like America, hold an election every 5 years to select a new ruler. A minus 10% army upkeep, which is good. I'll run you through that once we get into the game. And minus 10% ship upkeep, which is extremely good, and war happiness plus 5%. That is amazing. Ooh, I wish we could have that, but oh well. A military junta. Every 40 to 50 years, they'll hold an election for a new ruler. Ship cost minus 10%, ship upgrade minus 25%. Those two are extremely well as well. Oh, okay. Cannot be an individualist. So, yeah. Communism. Anyway, a theoretic oligarchy. This government is a spiritualistic form of oligarchy. So, ethnic divergence minus 10%, leader recruitment cost minus 15%. Basically, an oligarchy, the most extremely used one is the Spartans. Just think of them when you think of an oligarchy. It's basically what they are. A theocratic republic. You can read it right here as well. You get +1 core sector planets. That means you can have one more planet than what you can with the base. Because with the base amount of planets, you can only have one, but you can upgrade it through research, which we'll get to in a bit. 5 years, etc. An indirect democracy. Leader recruitment cost minus 10% and +1 is basically what America is right now. If you don't live in America, you should know about it because it's widely popular. But if you don't, basically, we hold an election every 4 to 5-ish years to vote who's going to be our new ruler. Anybody can do it. I mean, Donald Trump is running. No offense to you, Trump supporters. I'm a neutral party. I don't really care who's elected. Unless it's the communists, of course. I don't want to have Stalin rule me. Anyway. A plutocratic oligarchy holds an election every 40 to 50 years, of course. Energy credits plus 5%, that's the one we're going with. And minerals plus 5%, that is extremely good. It's basically an economic support. Our empire name shall be United States of America. And the adjective shall be awesome. Sorry. And our flag, human flag, America. Fuck yeah. Okay, obviously we have to have closest thing to white as possible. I think this is the closest we'll get to an American flag. Okay, primary shall be blue. No, blue. No, it's red and white. Forgetting my own flag, oh no. And red. That's as white as okay. Anyway, now our starting weapons. It depends on which weapons you're going to inflict the most damage. If you start off with projectiles, of course, you'll have a minus 5% damage with energy weapons, and it goes for all the same, but you will have a plus 1% damage with missile weapons. If you pick energy weapons, you're kind of screwing yourself over because minus 5%, minus 5%. But energy weapons are medium to close range, and they strike through armor, which is awesome. So, missiles are awesome, and projectiles are awesome. Since we're America, we're going with missiles. Faster than light travel. This warp travel, we're going to keep it simple, but it allows you to travel from star to star. Very slow. Hyperspace, the weird freaky thing, wormhole, I haven't even messed around with that. So let's go, the cool looking one, America. United States of America was saved. Now, we're getting into now that the creation is done, which if you played Skyrim, and I know I have, you will kind of, if you played Skyrim, you know how long the character creation takes. Unless you're a pro, know all the settings and stuff, and you got it down, you can do that in 10 minutes, 5 minutes flat. But if you are a sim player, you know how important the creation is. So anyway, I'm gonna start off on a small 400 star 2 spiral ring. 15 empires. Fuck it. 8 of them get to have a huge. We're keeping that on normal and the difficulty on normal. Anything, we're not even trying Iron Man mode. It's like impossible for new players anyway. Now that you got done wasting your life for about 20 minutes or so creating things, it's time to begin your adventure. In the eons since the first primitive no Homo sapien communities took shape on the grassy savannas of Earth, our civilization has spread and prospered. As scientific knowledge increased and new outposts were founded across our world, trade flourished and tied to the various nation-states together until they became a single entity. Power rested with the merchant princes, and the architects of our achievements as a civilization. Now, after the successful creation of several experimental subspace fields, the finest minds of the United States of America have finished development of the first warp drives. These stars themselves are finally within our grasps. Begin. Now, what you want to do first is you'll see that up on the top. It's research. Now, of course, administrative AI is amazing to have. Plus 5% research speed, that's good. New World's Protocol, or Doctrine Space Combat. This depends if you want to colonize ships faster, or have a bigger space fleet, in order to use more ships for Americanizing people. Now, I'm going to use that word a lot, so bear with it. Now, anyway, I'm going to go with naval capacity, of course. Now, ion thrusters, more faster. Nanocomposite armor, can blow people up and survive longer. Or an engineering facility. Obviously that. Now, we can start our world, and you notice we start off with a few Corvettes. Now, I'm going to run you through here, the ship designer. We can click on a Corvette, click clear design, and we don't have much right now, but we can build them to our heart's content. And yeah, I don't care. Anyway, we can just upgrade them to the latest design now, but that'll take money, and money's not what you want to waste, so let's go to Earth. Now, here on the surface of our lovely planet, what you want to do is you want to take care of the energy credit problem very fast. If there's something like a 1-1, what you want to do here is build an energy credit farm. Actually, no, you don't want to do that. What you want to do is build minerals. And here, you want to build a power plant so that you can get the most out of your things. And here, I suggest building a hydroponics farm for more food, because if people are starving, they won't want to work with you. Oh, okay. Slow down. Now, what that just said, that's the wrong thing. Now you see a situation log up here. You'll love. It's basically your journal in Skyrim, or the quest tab in Fallout. Investigate alpha aliens. We need to learn more about the mysterious alpha aliens that we had codenamed with the name I just said, because I messed up. They possess a language and you must decipher it and establish communications. Now this over here, the outliner, where you see highlighted up and down and that little pop-up over there, that's going to be extremely useful. It's going to hold all of your ships which, I mean, that'll be useful because if one of them is right here and another one is all the way over there, you're not gonna tell, and you want them to get back here faster, so you could just click that right there. Anyway, enough of me being a smartass to you guys. The good thing to do is survey systems. Now you can hold down shift to multitask, and once it gets done with that thing, oh, I'm making a little Illuminati symbol here. Once it gets done with that thing that it is doing, it'll go to the next one. And now we're gonna send our AMURICAAAA ship. Let's name it that. You can rename by clicking on the name right there. The first of the fleet, you click on that right there, it'll say click to rename. Who knew? And now you can name it the Freedom Giver. And now, let's speed that up to fast, shall we? We'll get Freedom Giver over in here. Oh, you guys want to see the warp travel? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Well, it's basically there. Well, let's move them up here so that we can see if there's any baddies that need our freedom. Hey. But there seems to be nothing there, so let's click on our science ship to see where else it'll go. So it's going to go from here to here. No baddies there. Now, what about Kochab? Oh no, we can't have any baddies there. Then Huntor. Hasala. Who names these stars? It isn't us, obviously. Because if it was, that would be named something like, wait, what's this? What's this? Freedom Base. Hey.
Special project complete.
Okay, the project was complete. The diviners named the beings floating through the dark Tianki. We are trying to keep a respectful distance. Okay, that's lovely. Where else? What next one? Okay, Huntor, then Hasalai. Now you're probably wondering, what's that blue stuff up there? What's that and that? Well, these are very important. It's what helps you get all your stuff ready. What you need for planets, this is basically the backbone of everything. You want to get energy credits through the roof. Your energy credit production, you want to get that like higher than Snoop Dogg or Snoop Lion, as you know it goes. Next thing, the minerals, the diamond, and the energy credits, the lightning bolt, you want to get flying through the roof. There's nobody in there, so we'll go to Hasale. Anyway, you want to get those flying through the roof because without those, you're dead. And a higher thing like the Combine or Miasma or some aliens that I don't think is part of the story. I think it was just a random encounter. But some aliens will try to take over the galaxy. And it's not some AI. Well, it is, but it's not no normal one.
System survey complete.
Yay, Deneb. Anyway, it's not a normal thing. These aliens want to kill you dead. They want to kill everyone dead. And no, they're not fanatic militarist, because that is a thing. Because even those guys have standards of murdering. And no, it's not a race of super serial killers that just want to blow up and stab everything. Because they have standards too. They just want to... Oh, look at that. Okay, let's slow down. Now, you might see that little 7 right under there. That means how many minerals there are. You can get that. Ooh. You can build mining stations all there, which will produce that more. But it will make your energy credits up there go down. I tapped my screen because I thought you could see it. But no. I'm just alone. I'm just a loner. Anyway, just being in the system isn't enough. We gotta fly and get an orbit of the star. Yeah, I get it. Now you might see right there, what's that planet? Obviously it's a planet. Now there's an 80% habitable continental world and a tropical world, which is good. Has a Terra score of 25 and 16, which is right next to the green percent, or the semi-yellow percent. It has not been surveyed, and we do not have tropical colonization. You guys are going to go and discover that area. Freedom giver. Now, I'll show you guys there. Oh, why is it paused? Don't care about it. Okay, now we're going to the fastest. Okay. So, I'll show you guys their hyperspace travel. Oh, the Fist of God, centuries ago. A group of radical priests and their devoted followers on Earth broke away from the established religions to form their own church. These extremists have called themselves the Fist of God and have been responsible for many atrocities and acts of terror over the years. Although they have kept a low profile in modern times, we recently learned that many of their agents have infiltrated our military. These renegades have secretly been diverting resources to the construction of a small fleet of starships at a hidden facility on Earth. Whew, I said that in all one breath. When the treachery was revealed, these cultists blasted into orbit on their ships and fled to Marble. Who named that? Yeah, they must be stopped, but I'll show you guys this. See? It's just like... Okay, so over at Beta Hydri, there is nothing there. We were really lucky there. But now we gotta go back to Deneb. I don't care, and I don't care about that. So, no, you don't grow up there. You grow up there. Yeah, don't care. Anyway, that's a lot of stuff to do. Now, if you find a planet, you can build a research station there. What those do is, if there's little primitive, little baby, whatever they're called, species, my bad. There's little baby species there, you will be allied with them. Or, so you think. They'll be more friendly to you whenever they get to the space age. Spore talking. Pause. Okay, habitable world survey. We have more important focus to matters. Okay, Earth has finally established its surface construction queue. An abandoned ship has been let to drift aimlessly amongst this planet. The massive sails protruding from its hull suggest that it relied on solar power to function. Research. Doop.
Situation log updated.
Oh. Alright. Slow down. Okay. Freedom giver. Do your thing.
Hostile fleet.
No. Go to aggressive. Where is that? Oh yeah. Down here. I forget I'm trying to do a tutorial here. But down here, you can see these little tabs to repair, upgrade, create, split. You can set... Yeah, let's set that to aggressive. Let's show them our freedom. Hoorah. Anyway. They have an attack power of 72, and so do we. But, unlike them, we can go into the spaceport and build corvettes. You can build 2 more. We'll set these guys to passive and move over here. And now what that's going to allow us to do is we shall get more corvettes into this fleet and we shall show them our lovely freedom. And now after we get done researching that thing, we shall research this. Oh my god, hurry up and build. Jisms. This is much better. I don't care that you're evading the hostile fleet that you're about to kill. Anyway, this shouldn't be too long, so I can just slow it down.
Construction complete.
Yes, I know. Aggressive. Power of 120, attacking a power of 72. Let's see how good this goes. Let's show you the battle. Missile versus missile. they have a person there. So, but we don't have a person. Anyway, it seems like they're losing pretty bad. We haven't lost a ship yet. They already lost one. Yeah. They lost 2. Oh man. They died. Prepare to breaching charges.
Updated.
Go repair. I don't care for that. We're researching that. So that should be done in a few days. Now, I'll show you guys more of this. This is just a basic startup of the game. I will hope that you guys enjoy this. And as always, I shall see you in the next video. Have fun!